'Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a fucking freak like me.
Last time we saw Zamasu heading towards planet Vampa, where Broly was training. After reaching there, Zamasu saw Broly and Miras training. The immense power he was sensing was coming from Broly, so he decides he will capture Broly for collecting energy even faster. So, he rushed towards Broly. Miras and Broly saw him coming and jumped back to avoid his attack. Miras out of anger asked Zamasu who he was, but Zamasu without saying a word rushed towards Broly. Broly balked his attack and transformed into his Super Saiyan. Zamasu, seeing that Broly was also a Saiyan, got excited and angry. Out of anger he transformed into his final form. A halo appeared behind Zamasu. Both of them started hand-to-hand combat. Broly was able to control his power. It was hard for Zamasu to fight Super Saiyan Broly, but suddenly many portals opened in sky. Zamasu has used his time ring. Many other Zamasu came out of those portals. Everyone was shocked to see this. Miras asked him how he could do it. Zamasu said it is one of his time ring ability. He made 500 time clones of himself, each of them with the same power and mind as original. Now die. Broly started shooting energy blast on his clones, but it was no use. Miras also joined the fight. After a lot of time passed, they were only able to destroy 18 clones. Suddenly one Zamasu appeared behind Broly with an energy blade ready to piece him. But before it could, Chilai appeared in front of Zamasu and took the hit, trying to save Broly, and died right there. Seeing this, Broly, Miras and Lima were in a complete shock. They couldn't believe what just happened. All Zamasu laughed and said, "That's what you get for interfering." Broly lost his mind and tapped into his legendary Super Saiyan. The force of his transformation was stronger more from when he fought Gogeta. He went on a rampage and started destroying Zamasu army. It took him only a minute to kill 50 Zamasu. His anger and power were increasing by every second. His speed was far more than Miras, so Miras was not able to stop him. Broly was constantly killing clones of Zamasu. Seeing this, Zamasu got worried. Suddenly Broly started shooting energy blasts everywhere from his body, killing almost every clone. Only 3 of Zamasu clones and Zamasu himself was left. But Broly didn't stop shooting blasts. The planet was damaged badly and was about to explode. Miras couldn't do anything. He hated that he was weak, but there wasn't much time, so he left the planet with Limo. Broly destroyed the planet with his power. It seemed like both of them died, but the blast wasn't enough to kill Broly. His rage didn't stop. His power was still increasing. Miras decided to go to contact Goku for help. He tries to contact this, but he can't reach him. This was inside Pyramid of Power training Miras. Broly was suddenly struck by some crystals and started bleeding. Seeing this, Miras and Lima were shocked and started looking for the person. We see a female warrior above their ship with Zamasu inside crystals. When Broly sees them, he rushed with rage. He instantly reaches near her and grabs her by her face and started crushing her. He hits her with his blasts while grabbing her and destroys the crystal that Zamasu was in. He takes them to the nearby planet that was visible. The planet had no life form living on it. Broly starts destroying them both. In Universe 11, Cumber was fighting Jiren, Toppo was fighting Orin, and Dispo was fighting Kamen. All of Justice troops were already defeated. The fight was fierce, but when they collected enough energy, Heart came down and locked Jiren in a cube-like prison, and left with others. Jiren was unable to move or do anything. While going towards Universe 7, they came to know that Zamasu and Lax are going to die soon, so they rushed to their help. Broly was beating them badly. In Universe 6, Champa came to know about Heart and his team and their plan to kill Zeno. So, they told about this to Grand Priest. Grand Priest ordered all destroyers to kill them. This received a message while he was training Beerus. He came to know about Heart. Beerus, listening this, got excited and said, "This, let's go and see how strong these guys are. They defeated Jiren. They must be interesting. Maybe I can test my new power." This smiles and replies, "As you say, my lord." They leave the Pyramid of Power and senses Broly immense power. This recognizes it and says, "My lord, this energy is of the Saiyan that Goku and Vegeta fought on Earth. They needed to fuse to defeat him." Beerus said, "Saiyans are quite interesting creatures, aren't they?" This, and Beerus goes to the location where the fight was going on. On Earth, Gohan and Piccolo senses the energy that was being released from Broly. Piccolo tells him whose it was and explains how Broly and Goku are friends. They decide to see what is happening there. Goten and Trunks also accompanies them. and then they instant teleports there. In angelic time chamber, Goku and Vegeta seems to have mastered their Silver Super Saiyan 2 and Purple Super Saiyan 2 forms and reached Kaioken 100 times with it. Their hate rate was too much. This was turning into something dark, something evil inside of them. This caused black lightning aura to come from them. You can take it as a signature of their forms now, like the lightning aura in Super Saiyan 2. They were forgetting everyone they knew. They just know that they have family and friends they have to protect. For that and for their revenge, they will kill all gods and angels. After some time, they tapped into Silver Super Saiyan 3 and Purple Super Saiyan 3 and continued their training on the planet where Broly was fighting Lax and Zamasu. Heart, Cumber, Kamen, Orin, Fu, Whis, Beerus, Gohan, Goten, Trunks and Piccolo arrive. Seeing Broly, Beerus says, "Isn't he a beast?" Beerus comes to tell everything that happened to Whis. Cumber rushes in to fight Broly, whereas Kamen and Orin start fighting Gohan and Piccolo. Goten and Trunks fuse and attacks Fu with their full power. Beerus, seeing them, said, "Aren't they Goku and Vegeta sons? Quite impressive. They achieved god forms." Beerus sees Heart watching from above. Whis tells he's the one leading them, so Beerus decides to take him out. Heart has taken energy from every universe except Universe 7. He was happy that this fight will fulfill the energy needed for Universe Seed. Suddenly Beerus appears in front of him and says, "So you are the one pulling strings. You don't seem too powerful." Broly was attacked by Cumber. Lax and Zamasu were at the brink of death. Broly started beating up Cumber. Cumber used his dark aura to control Broly, but this just increased Broly rage and anger. Cumber was getting beaten badly, so he transforms into his Super Saiyan 3. They were evenly matched. None of their attacks were affecting each other. But it wasn't long when Broly power exceeded Cumber's. Cumber couldn't understand how it was happening. They were at same level just a few minutes ago. Piccolo and Gohan used Four Spirit Fission and freed Kale and Caulifla from Kamen and Orin control. Seeing themselves losing, Kamen and Orin fused into a giant. Gohan transformed into his Mystic Blue and Piccolo transformed in his orange form. Fu was using his dark form against Gotenks' god form. Gotenks was getting beaten pretty badly by Fu. It went on for a while. The pressure made Gotenks to transform into Blue Super Saiyan. His power was greater than Gohan Blue form. Fu was getting beaten badly, and after a while of intensive fighting, Fu was defeated. Broly killed Cumber by firing an energy wave on him. This approached Broly and knocks him out as soon as he finished Cumber. Beerus, on the other hand, was disappointed seeing how weak Heart was, but suddenly Heart starts laughing and tells that the Universe Seed was ready. But before he could do anything, Beerus was in front of him. Beerus said, "I have had enough. I need to train, so you need to die now," and Hackeyes him. Kamen and Orin were defeated by Gohan, Piccolo, Kale, and Caulifla. This decided to take the Universe Seed and hand it over to Grand Priest. Before Beerus and Whis could leave, Gohan and Piccolo tells them to release Goku and Vegeta. Listening this, Beerus was confused and asks what they were talking about. Gotenks tells that they have locked up Goku and Vegeta inside the angelic time chamber. Beerus was shocked listening this. Beerus got angry. He told them not to ask anything about them. Whis said it isn't possible to release them both. Beerus decided to erase them, cause they could prove to be a threat to them in future. They achieved god forms without any help, and he Hackeyes Piccolo. Gohan, seeing Piccolo die, couldn't believe what happened. Gotenks charged at Beerus, but was easily defeated and erased. Seeing Piccolo, Goten and Trunks erased Gohan couldn't take it. Beerus came in front of Gohan and said, "Now it's your turn." But Gohan broke through his limit and achieved a new form. Beerus got excited and threw himself against Gohan. Gohan was beating Beerus, but it didn't even faze him. Beerus' attacks were also not doing any damage to Gohan, so Beerus decides to use his 50% power. Beerus was covered in purple destroyer aura. They started sharing punches. It went for a while. Then, Gohan used Kamehameha. It hit Beerus. When Gohan thought he got him, we could see that Beerus just erased Gohan's attack. Any energy-based attacks were just getting erased by Beerus thanks to his destroyer aura. The fight went for a while. Their strength was evenly matched. After done having fun, Beerus uses his 60% power and teleports behind Gohan and says, "That was a good fight, kid, but now it's over for you," and Hackeyes him. After that, Beerus and Whis returns to their planet, and Whis decides to pay a visit to Xeno Palace to meet Grand Priest and give him the Universe Seed. After reaching there, he meets Grand Priest and gets to know that Xeno wanted to meet Goku, and he couldn't make any more excuse, so they need to destroy Earth. Then they could tell them that due to some natural causes the Earth was destroyed and Goku was there on it when it happened. This just replies as you say father, and tells everything that happened recently, and about the energy he has been feeling recently. Then gives the universe seed to Grand Priest. Grand Priest decide to find whose energy it was, and this returns to Beerus plant and tells him that they have to destroy Earth. After that they leave for Earth and destroys it. Beerus was taking care of Broly and he didn't believe that Goku and Vegeta were evil. After few days when Broly woke up, his power started raising again cause his friends died, but Beerus somehow managed to calm him down and explained everything that happened on Broly's request.
See what happens next on Anime Theories. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell icon so that you don't miss any upcoming stories or parts.